Okay, at this point, you must have completed this project. In the same file, we have two different cuts. Um, and one is what we call rectangle cut, which is right now that you're seeing. Other one is the circular cut, which we have already suppressed. And so we make sure that we save both versions with just different unique name for each one. Now, to create a drawing sheets for each version, we open our template file. From the list, we make sure we select our custom template for our class and add the information, scale. I'm going to just go ahead, scale 1 to 1 right now, and project number 7.1A, and your name or initials. And if you receive this message, accept that by saying OK. And now we have a sheet. We can bring the base, and the file is open right now is the rectangle version. Brings that one in and set the scale to half a scale. In this case, even though I said 1 to 1, but automatically this gives us 1 to 2. And I'm going to accept that right now. And then go to make sure that I'm using the not shaded version for orthographic views. We make sure that we have hidden views rather than shaded views. For isometric view, we can have shaded view. Now, highlight the first base view and then right click and edit view. So we have two things to modify here. One is the scale. I want to have larger than half scale, maybe smaller than 1 to 1. We pick something like 2/3. If you don't see this 2/3 on your list, make sure you type 2/3 just simply, and that would be added to your list. Now another thing I'm going to change is that no shading for orthographic views. We make sure that shading is off. The first one on the right, just highlight that, and it's off. And now hidden is on. And this one we leave it the same way, 1 to 2 scale and the shaded one. Now this is ready to add other information. Next step, I'm going to retrieve the modeling information by going to annotate, retrieve model annotation, and make sure highlight the 3D view by make sure that 3D annotation tab is selected here, and automatically would bring the information in for you, as you see on the upper left corner here. OK. Now we can move to this proper location here and notice that all the information I have, including the material and this size and everything, is coming in. And even though it doesn't show right now, it's information because we need to go back to the model and maybe update, open iProperties, and then physical update, and then OK. Notice that information is now updated. Go back to the sheet. Now we have information updated here. Now, to do the second sheet, we can create a new sheet by going to, again, on the Place View tab, New Sheet. For the new sheet, scale is, now we know scale is 2/3. I will type 2/3 for this one, or 2:3. And then you have project number still 7.1. We call this one B. And then your initials or your name. OK. Now for sheet 2, we want to bring the other version. I'm going to back to IPT file and open the other one. Also, I can just retrieve from maybe here by going to the base because it's not open, I have to go to find from my document folder where I have saved the version earlier. We saved copy as this U bracket design. I called it circular cut, and open that one. And now we can accept that. Same way, I need to modify some information here by bringing the projection here. Right click, create. Okay, now we have to make two changes. Right click and edit view, make sure it's not shaded, and also scale 2/3. Now I have 2/3 on the list. I can select from there and apply. Okay, now we do have this file. We make sure that we be able to retrieve the information under the annotate. Retrieve model information. And apply. And bring that information in. Notice now we have both versions on the same IDW file, on drawing file. So we have one Inventor drawing file, but we do have two different sheets. I can go between those sheets by double-click sheet 1, which is rectangle cut. Sheet 2 is the circular cut. Now the next step is to print these two sheets. Since we are not printing in physical paper, we are creating digital prints. We can go to File, same way you have been doing, Export, PDF. This time, make sure you have this sheet 1 and sheet 2, maybe we want to call this one. So I will call this one U bracket sheet 1. So we save that, then open sheet 2 or sheet 1, sheet 2. You can save another one, export, PDF. This one I call sheet 2. So we have two PDF. So you will submit two sheets and one IPT. When I open your IPT, we should see all the steps that you have done, which you have created two different versions of the cut on the same design. So we have pretty much everything identical except two cuts are different. So you have only one file, one IPT file, but we saved as a different name only for purpose of creating sheets. In next video, we will show you how to add dimensions to each one.